So you're here because you're into film scores, right? Well, today we're going deep on a legend, John Williams.
Yeah, John Williams.
We're not just humming along to the good stuff. We're going to figure out how this guy's music doesn't just go with the movies. It actually becomes this whole thing.
Right.
It changes how you see the entire movie. Get ready. We're about to uncover how he makes your brain light up like, a Christmas tree.
It's really fascinating. What Williams understands, maybe better than anyone, is how music, it doesn't just play in the background, right? It actually gets under your skin. It shapes how you see what's on screen.
That's exactly what I thought when I was looking at your notes earlier, this whole transported by music thing.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of like poetic,
Yeah.
But there's real science behind it, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Our brains are just wired to connect sounds with memories, feelings, even physical stuff. It's primal.
Wow.
And Williams, he's like a master. He's manipulating you in a good way.
Okay.
Think about when the hero shows up, you hear those trumpets or those creepy strings when something bad's about to happen.
Oh, yeah.
He's playing your emotions like an instrument.
It's true. It's true. Okay, so you've got me thinking about those opening notes to Star Wars. I mean, come on.
Right.
You can't tell me you didn't get chills. You're instantly in that galaxy far, far away.
Wait.
And that's one example. But here's the thing. You mentioned how versatile he is. It's not all epic space battles.
Right.
Schindler's List. About as far from lightsabers as you can get, but that violin, man,
Yeah.
just as powerful.
It's the mark of a true master. It's not just a good melody, it's knowing how to make you feel something with music.
Right.
And Schindler's List proves that sometimes simple is the most powerful.
Just cuts straight to the bone, that single violin.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, and I'm asking you listening right now, what movie moment in your life
Yeah.
could be even better with a John Williams score? Let's be real, the man can score anything.
And that's why he's been able to work across so many genres, with everyone from Spielberg to Chris Columbus for 5 decades. And speaking of Spielberg, yeah, Spielberg and Williams are like Hollywood legends, right?
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is they keep getting better. Every time I think they can't top themselves, they pull out a Jurassic Park or E.T. And you're like, whoa, okay, that's what a film score can be.
It's true. Talk about a power couple. When I was looking through the listener notes for today,
Yeah.
something really struck me. Someone was talking about Jaws, specifically those two notes, that famous motif.
Yeah.
And they said something like, those two notes are scarier than any shark could ever be. And honestly,
Yeah.
I agree. How do you do that with just two notes?
The genius of keeping it simple, right? Those two notes in Jaws work because they're tapping into this primal fear we have of the unknown. Think about it. It slowly gets louder, so ominous. All that dissonance just builds tension. It's like audio dread. Williams gets that sometimes. Less is more.
It's true. And it's not just Jaws. You see that same mastery of simplicity in a lot of his scores.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that E.T. scene when they're flying across the moon. It's just a few notes, but it makes you feel like you're right there with them.
Absolutely. And that's another thing he's brilliant at, making you feel wonder and awe, like you're flying or in a magical world, all with music.
Right.
But let's not forget, he's done way more than just Spielberg stuff, like Jurassic Park, those big themes.
Oh, or the magic he brought to Harry Potter.
Exactly.
Every score, it's perfectly made for that world.
Yeah.
Which is amazing considering how many movies he's done.
It really is. And actually, that makes me think of what one of our listeners said. They were talking about how Williams basically built a bridge between classical music and pop culture.
Oh, interesting.
It's something I've always felt but never put into words. How many people, you think, got into orchestral music through his film scores?
Millions, easily. He brought these huge orchestral scores to everyone's living room. Before John Williams, I feel like orchestral music was seen as kind of, I don't know, a little stuffy, maybe, for the average moviegoer.
Yeah.
But he made it accessible, exciting. I mean, who doesn't get fired up hearing the Star Wars theme, right?
Exactly. He took the best of both worlds, that complexity and emotion of classical music, and made it easy to listen to, like pop culture. And you can hear how he's influenced other composers, Hans Zimmer, Alexander Desplat.
Yeah, totally.
It's like he made a new language for film scores that's both timeless, but you instantly know who it is.
You know what's funny? We talk about his influence, his legacy, all that.
Yeah.
But what makes John Williams special is how his music makes you feel.
100%. And he does it without taking away from the movie. His ego's not in it, The music is there for the story. It's rare.
It's true. One of our listeners, they put it so well. They said Williams gave us a soundtrack for life.
Wow.
Gave me chills just reading that.
Yeah.
It's It says so much about how much his music is part of us, you know?
Absolutely. It's like he got to something everyone feels. We've all felt that hope, that adventure. Yeah, even that fear. And his music, it just gets it perfectly.
It's true. Think about how many times you've hummed along to the Imperial March and you don't even realize it.
Right.
It's like part of us now.
It's in our DNA. It
Yeah.
really makes you wonder, though, like, what makes a composer last? I mean, there's tons of composers who are really good technically.
Yeah.
But what makes someone like John Williams, like, legendary?
That's the question, isn't it? Is it those melodies you just can't forget? The way he mixes classical and pop? Or is it something more? Something you can't even, like, write down?
It's got to be all of that. Right. But he's also got this way of capturing a feeling, like a moment in time. His music takes you back to when movies were about those big emotions, those adventures. You got to escape into a different world.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why people still love it, you know? It lets us feel that wonder and excitement again. We all need that.
So we're wrapping up this deep dive into the world of John Williams, but we want to leave you with this.
Yeah.
If John Williams gave us a soundtrack for life, what does your life sound like? What melodies would be there? What instruments? What emotions? Think about your own journey. What would it sound like?
Something to think about.
It is. And on that note, thanks for joining us on this epic exploration of the amazing John Williams. Until next time, happy listening.